Drone makes chilling discovery in canyon. No one is supposed to see this. Nature's marvels are waiting to be discovered. From the mysterious Blue Eye of Africa to the horrifying Door to Hell, drones are now taking us to places we thought were hidden, like the chilling discovery of Noah's Ark in a canyon. Join us as we explore these incredible sights that showcase the beauty and mystery of our world. Number 1. The Apennine Colossus. The Apennine Colossus is a colossal stone statue in Italy representing the Apennine Mountains. Created by the talented Renaissance artist Giambologna in the late 1580s, this impressive statue stands about 36 feet tall and guards the land. It was initially part of the Villa di Pratolino, which eventually fell apart and was replaced by the Villa Demidov in the 1800s. The Colossus looks like an older man crouching near a lake and is surrounded by other sculptures inspired by mythological stories, including figures from Ovid's Metamorphoses. Descriptions of mountain-like figures in these ancient texts influenced Giambologna. With his left hand, the Colossus squeezes the head of a sea monster, allowing water to flow into the pond before him. The statue is designed to look like part of nature, with a thick beard and long hair showing its connection to the environment. Over time, it was made to look like it could sweat and weep, adding to its lifelike quality. Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. Number 2. The Door to Hell. In the deserts of Turkmenistan, there is a vast burning crater known as the Door to Hell. This fire has been burning non-stop since 1971, when a Soviet oil rig fell into a natural gas field. A geologist set the gas on fire to stop dangerous gases from spreading, expecting it to burn out in weeks, but the flames have continued ever since. The crater is 70 meters wide and gives off extreme heat. Visitors describe it as stunning and powerful, with the flames roaring. Standing too close feels like being near the gates of hell, which is how it got its nickname. The methane gas feeding the flames comes from vents along the crater's walls and floor, and the view is incredibly unique at night when the fire lights up the desert sky. The crater has become a top tourist spot in Turkmenistan, surrounded by dunes and rocky terrain. While there were no services for early visitors, today there are camps with tents or yurts, meals, and rides to the crater for those who prefer to avoid walking. A safety fence was added in 2018 to prevent people from getting too close to the fiery pit. Number 3. The Giant Blue Eye of Africa. The Richat structure, also called the Eye of the Sahara or Blue Eye of Africa, is a giant circular formation in the Sahara Desert in Mauritania. It is so large that it can be seen from space. The structure looks like a massive eye, with rings spreading out from the center. When seen from above, especially using drone footage, it seems like a work of art carved into the desert. People first thought a meteorite or a volcano created it, but no volcanic materials were found, and that theory was dropped. Today, experts believe the Richat structure was formed when a prehistoric granite dome slowly eroded over millions of years. With wind and water shaping the land, the erosion process created the concentric rings we see today. These rings are evenly spaced, making it one of Earth's most unique and mysterious features. This incredible natural wonder stands out not only for its size and shape, but also for its formation, which tells an ancient geological story that continues to fascinate people. Number 4. Searching for Noah's Ark. Near Mount Ararat in Turkey, archaeologists are exploring the Durupanar site. Some people think it might be the remains of Noah's Ark from the Bible. This site is located in Agri province, near the Iran-Turkey border, and has drawn interest since the 1950s. A team of Turkish and American researchers has been working there since 2021. They discovered materials dating back to the Chalcolithic period, matching the timeline of the biblical flood. The formation at the site is about 538 feet long and looks like a big boat. However, there still needs to be solid proof that this is Noah's Ark. Some rock and soil samples show marine materials, hinting at an ancient maritime culture. While many are eager to find Noah's Ark, no substantial evidence has emerged, leaving the mystery alive and well. for explorers and believers alike. Number 5. Aramu Muru Portal. The Aramu Muru Portal, also called the Gate of the Gods, is a fantastic site in southern Peru near Lake Titicaca. This large doorway, carved from pink granite, stands about 22 feet tall and is full of mystery. No one knows why or when it was made, but some think it was created by the Inca or earlier cultures. Drone videos have shown the stunning details of the Aramu Muru Portal. Some believe it was used for spiritual ceremonies, while others think it might be a gateway to other dimensions. Some scientists say it formed naturally due to tectonic activity, but its secrets still draw many visitors. Aramu Muru is a stone carving discovered in the early 1990s. This flat stone is around 23 feet square and has a T-shaped niche carved into it about 6.5 feet tall. According to legend, an Incan priest with a golden disc placed it in this niche, which magically opened the door. The golden disc is said to have fallen from the sky. Number 6. The human-shaped town of Sicily. High in Sicily, Italy, lies Centuripe, known for its unique human-like shape. Founded in the 8th century before Common Era by the Sicels, a native tribe, Centuripe has seen many cultures, including the Greeks and Romans. During Roman times, it became wealthy and famous for its unique pottery. What makes Centuripe unique is its layout, which resembles a human figure. This unusual shape comes from natural erosion and centuries of construction. Viewed from above, the town's narrow streets and terraced buildings create a silhouette that looks like a person. Centuripe is rich in archaeological wonders, including ancient Roman basilicas, theaters, and other structures. Its regional museum features important artifacts like sculptures and pottery, showcasing the town's fascinating history. About 5,000 people live in Centuripe today, but its unique shape has earned it the nickname, the town that looks like a human. A photographer named Perry noticed the town's shape on Google Earth. Using his drone, he captured stunning images, which went viral, bringing more attention to Centuripe and its remarkable design. Number 7. Python capture with a thermal drone camera. In the Florida Everglades, drones with thermal cameras have changed how people hunt for invasive Burmese pythons. These snakes have harmed the local ecosystem, and traditional methods have had difficulty controlling their numbers. The thermal cameras on drones can find and track pythons at night, which is when they are most active, making it easier to manage their population. Volero Drones is teaming up with famous outdoorsman Bill Booth to show how drones with the latest thermal imaging can effectively spot and follow pythons at night, the best time for hunting. Over 100,000 Burmese pythons live in the Everglades, and they have wiped out 90% of small wildlife, while surviving many efforts to remove them. Researchers stated that python hunters now have a better tool to help reduce the python numbers hurting Florida's Everglades. This drone technology is far better than just shining a flashlight into the dark. The thermal images can find large pythons and small native snakes, helping us locate and eliminate python hatchlings. Number 8. A monastery in the sky. In the Imereti region of western Georgia, a drone found an ancient monastery on top of the 130-foot-tall Katski Pillar. This medieval hermitage, known as the Pillar of Life, dates back to the 9th or 10th century and includes a small church, living cells for hermits, a wine cellar, and a crypt. It is a symbol of the true cross and holds great religious importance. In Greece, high above the Meteora landscape, 60 monks and nuns live in beautiful monasteries perched on sandstone cliffs. These places provided solitude and safety from invaders for centuries. The town of Kalambaka, near Athens, is near these stunning mountaintop attractions, with tall rock formations inspiring awe. Besides the monasteries, Meteora is rich in history and outdoor fun. Nearby, Thea Petra Cave has evidence of human life for over 130,000 years and features one of the oldest artificial walls, dating back 23,000 years. The region's breathtaking beauty and fascinating history make it a remarkable destination. Number 9. Giant sinkhole in Siberia. In 2014, scientists found mysterious sinkholes in the Siberian Arctic, where the permafrost had been frozen for a long time. These sinkholes were different from anything seen before and released high amounts of methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Research showed that these craters formed after methane built up underground and exploded. Scientists are now studying these sinkholes to understand their impact on global climate. Methane comes from human activities like farming and oil production, and natural sources like permafrost. As the permafrost thaws, it releases locked-up organic matter, allowing microbes to turn it into methane. The warming of the permafrost creates pathways for gas to escape. These new sinkholes, appearing faster as the climate warms, could be a big concern. Many existing craters have turned into lakes, changing the landscape. In the past 30 years, permafrost has warmed 3 times faster than the global average. Scientists worry that this trend may continue, causing even more methane to be released in the future. Number 10. The Secret Pink Lake. Lake Hillier is a beautiful and hidden treasure on the Middle Island in Western Australia. This lake is famous for its bright pink color, which stands out against the deep blue ocean. The secret to its unique hue is the high salt content in the water, allowing tiny microorganisms like Dunaliella salina algae to thrive. These little organisms produce a reddish pigment that gives the lake its pink appearance. Surprisingly, Lake Hillier keeps its pink color all year round, even when the water level drops. Scientists study these microorganisms to learn how they adapt to extreme conditions, which could help us understand life beyond Earth. Although some may think the lake looks fake or edited, it is natural. While many pink lakes exist in Western Australia, Lake Hillier is unique because it contrasts with the surrounding green landscape. Recent research revealed that the pink color is also due to a pigment called Halobacteria rhodopsin, produced by particular bacteria that love salty environments. The lake changes color throughout the day, appearing more red in the morning and pink in the afternoon. Number 11. Hiker rescued from cave in Bell Canyon. A hiker got stuck in a narrow cave in Bell Canyon after a sudden rock slide. Thankfully, a drone flying over the area spotted the hiker near the cave entrance and quickly alerted a rescue team. The rescuers, equipped with ropes and climbing gear, used the drone footage to locate the trapped hiker. After some effort, the tired hiker was safely brought out of the cave and taken to get medical care. This rescue showed how essential modern tools like drones can be in emergencies. Number 12. Maijishan Grottos. The Maijishan Grottos in Gansu Province, China, are ancient cave homes filled with beautiful Buddhist sculptures and paintings. These treasures are about 1,600 years old and are hard to reach because they are located on a cliff. In recent years, drones have become very helpful in protecting the caves. Drones can fly to difficult areas and take clear pictures, helping experts check the site's condition closely. They have found early signs of wear and damage and examined how weather and human actions affect the grottos. For example, in 2018, a drone spotted a possible landslide due to heavy rain, allowing quick action to prevent a disaster. Maijishan is on a critical route that connects several important cities, and its sculptures show influences from India and Southeast Asia. Initially, these caves may have served as local shrines for ancestor worship before Buddhism arrived. With Buddhism, they became critical religious sites in China, shaped by influences from India and Central Asia. Number 13. The Spring That Breathes. Native Americans know intermittent springs as the spring that breathes. Located just 5 miles east of Afton, Wyoming, this natural wonder is well worth the hike. Unlike regular springs that flow continuously, this unique spring only flows for 12 to 18 minutes at a time, and then pauses for about the same period. It's the largest intermittent spring in the world. Researchers from the University of Utah explain that the spring works like a siphon. Groundwater fills a cavern underground, and when it overflows, it creates a siphoning effect that pulls water out. Eventually, the air gets in and stops the flow. In spring, the water flows constantly due to melting snow. This spring, about 285 gallons of water per second, are released at full flow, serving as Afton's primary water source. Drones are now used to capture the spring's beautiful, rhythmic flow and help us understand the science behind this fantastic feature. If you're in Star Valley, don't miss this incredible sight. Number 14. The Kapilakaya Rock Tomb. The Kapilakaya Rock Tomb, carved into cliffs in Turkey, dates back to the Hellenistic period around the 2nd century before Christ. This era saw the rise of Alexander the Great and the Roman Empire. The tomb's facade is decorated with a lion relief, symbolizing power and royalty. Inside are carvings and faded inscriptions showing the craftsmanship of the time. Some believe the tomb was meant for an important figure, while others think it may have had an astronomical purpose. The tomb is near Çorum, Turkey, on steep, rocky terrain. A narrow path leads up the side of a cliff to stairs that reach the tomb's entrance. The entrance looks like a giant doorway but doesn't open. Instead, there's a small, square hole, just enough for someone to crawl through. The tomb is a simple, cube-shaped chamber with little space inside. A mysterious inscription above the entrance reads Ikesios, which could be the name of a Greek commander. Like many others in the region, the tomb likely belonged to a noble or royal. Though small and unprotected, it remains a fascinating piece of ancient history. Number 15. Drone captures tornado in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma's stormy spring skies, storm chaser Brandon Clement made history by filming a tornado up close with his drone. He captured the swirling tornado 50 yards away, showing the storm's incredible power. His footage gives a stunning view of the tornado's force, revealing its raw energy. Drones are changing how we study extreme weather, offering views from once impossible angles. Clement's footage helps scientists better understand how tornadoes form and behave. On that day, several tornadoes hit Oklahoma, causing damage, but there were no reports of deaths or injuries. The storm brought heavy rain, lightning, and strong winds to other states like Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, and Texas. More storms are expected later in the week across the central United States. While severe weather is typical in the southern plains in October, Chuck Hodges, a meteorologist from the National Weather Service, mentioned that Sunday's storm felt more like a spring setup. Number 16. The Hidden Temple of Gunung Padang. Gunung Padang, an ancient site in Indonesia, sits on top of a dormant volcano in West Java. It stands nearly 3,000 feet above sea level and features 5 terraces that stretch along a northwest-southeast line. Recently explored by a drone, these terraces are surrounded by stone walls made from volcanic rocks. Locals believe King Siliwangi tried to build a palace here overnight, giving the site a mystical story. The terraces are arranged like steps, each getting smaller as you go higher. The lowest terrace is the largest, while the highest is the smallest. The site is connected by a steep stairway of 370 andesite stone steps, rising about 312 feet up the hill. Though Gunung Padang was first described by a Dutch historian in 1891, farmers recently rediscovered it, leading to new interest and exploration. The local Sundanese people consider the site sacred, and its mystery continues to captivate visitors and researchers alike. Number 17. Hidden Figures in Nazca. Researchers from Yamagata University in Japan and Peruvian archaeologist Jorge Olano recently discovered 168 new geoglyphs in Peru's Nazca region. These latest finds add to the mystery of the famous Nazca lines, which are large drawings of animals, plants, and patterns made by the Nazca people between 100 before Common Era and 300 Common Era. The lines can only be seen from the sky, as they are carved into the desert floor. The discoveries were aided by drones, capturing detailed aerial images, and artificial intelligence analyzing these photos, revealing various shapes, including human figures and animals. The Nazca lines are a collection of designs made in the Nazca Desert in southern Peru. They were created between 500 before Christ and 500 Anno Domini by digging shallow cuts into the ground, exposing lighter soil beneath. Most of the lines stretch straight across the landscape, while others form shapes of animals and plants. The total length of all the lines is over 1,300 kilometers, 800 miles, covering about 50 square kilometers, 19 square miles. Many of these ancient designs have been well preserved thanks to the dry and stable climate. Number 18. Hidden Chambers of Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore, located in the Black Hills of South Dakota, features the faces of 4 famous presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Created by sculptor Gutzon Borglum, this impressive monument is not just about its iconic figures. Behind Lincoln's head was a hidden chamber called the Hall of Records, which was supposed to hold important American documents like the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. Unfortunately, due to budget issues and the onset of World War II, Borglum couldn't finish the hall, leaving only a 70-foot tunnel behind. For many years, this chamber was forgotten. Recently, a drone sparked renewed interest in this hidden space. The faces on Mount Rushmore symbolize crucial moments in United States history. Washington stands for the nation's birth, Jefferson for expansion, Roosevelt for progress, and Lincoln for unity. However, the monument has faced criticism for being on land sacred to the Lakota Sioux, highlighting complex issues in American history. Mount Rushmore continues to be a place for reflection and discussion about the past and its meaning in today's world. Number 19. A 1,000-year-old village discovered by drone. A fantastic discovery was made using modern drone technology in the deserts of northwestern New Mexico. A drone with thermal imaging flew over the dry land and uncovered the secrets of Blue Jay, a village over 1,000 years old. This village, known for its ancestral Pueblo houses, once thrived around a natural spring and has fascinated archaeologists since the 1970s. Much of it was hidden under thick plants and layers of wind-blown sand. Using thermal sensors, a team took images that revealed new structures beneath the desert surface. They found stone compounds and a dark circle in a plaza, which may have been a kiva, a unique underground room for community gatherings. These discoveries could change what we know about Blue Jay, which differs from nearby sites, with large houses and kivas typical of the Chaco culture. Number 20. Confluence in Geneva, Switzerland. In Geneva, Switzerland, the Rhone and Arve rivers join to create a beautiful sight. The Rhone flows from Lake Geneva and is a clear turquoise color, while the Arve rushes down from the Alps and appears muddy brown due to sediment. When these rivers meet, their colors mix but stay separate for a long distance, making a stunning contrast of blues and browns. Drone technology has made capturing this fantastic natural display from the air easier. Drones provide clear and detailed images of the confluence, helping scientists study how the rivers interact. Researchers analyze factors like temperature, sediment, and flow rates, which are essential for understanding the local ecosystem and conservation efforts. Number 21. Guya Caves. The Guya Caves near Beijing, in the rugged Jundu Mountains, are a fascinating network of over 110 connected stone chambers. These caves are considered more than 1,000 years old and show a complex layout with rooms, windows, and stone beds, suggesting that an advanced society once lived there. Drones have played a crucial role in discovering hidden areas and pathways, giving us new information about the cave's structure. While the exact purpose of the caves is still a mystery, research continues to learn more about the people who inhabited this intriguing site. Also known as the Yanking Ancient Cliff House, the Guyaju Caves were found in 1984 during a survey near Dongmenying village. Since then, they have been recognized as an essential cultural site in China. The caves are made of granite from ancient magma and contain 350 chambers. Most chambers are about 1.8 meters high and include everything from single-room homes to larger multi-level dwellings, showcasing remarkable ancient architecture. Number 22. Primitive Tribe Discovered. A recent drone flight over the Amazon rainforest uncovered a remarkable find, a prehistoric tribe living in complete isolation. Brazil's Indigenous Affairs Agency made this discovery during a trip near the Jurua River, where they work to protect the rights and cultures of remote communities. Technology, like drones, plays a vital role in helping preserve their way of life and ensuring their safety. Number 23. Fugitive tracked by drone in China. In a story that feels like a movie, a man in China was caught after being on the run for 17 years. Song Jiang, a 63-year-old, escaped a prison camp in 2002 and hid deep in the wilderness near his hometown. The drone discovered a blue steel tile on a cliff and some signs of trash nearby. These clues helped the police teams locate Song's hiding spot, ending the long search for him. This case shows how modern technology can help catch fugitives and bring them to justice. Number 24. China's fake waterfall. In Hunan Province, China, the Yunai Mountain waterfall is the tallest in the country, standing at 1,030 feet. Recently, a hiker revealed that a hidden pipe feeds part of this stunning waterfall. A video on Douyin, China's TikTok, showed a concrete pipe pouring water down the waterfall. Park officials admitted they installed the pipe to ensure the waterfall looked nice during the dry season, so tourists would be satisfied. This news sparked a considerable discussion online. Some people criticized it for being fake, while others said it was needed to keep the waterfall appealing. This situation raises important questions about how much we should change natural places for tourism. While Yunai Falls is still a beautiful sight, this debate has made people think about the balance between keeping nature as it is and making it attractive for visitors. Number 25. The Great Unconformity. Deep in the Grand Canyon lies a huge geological mystery called the Great Unconformity. This gap in Earth's history spans about 1.2 billion years, where no rocks exist to tell us what happened during that time. It sits between the ancient Vishnu basement rocks and the younger Tapeats sandstone, showing us a story of erosion and powerful changes that shaped our planet. The Vishnu schist, which forms the canyon's base, is one of the oldest rocks on Earth, dating back to the early Proterozoic era. On top of it is the Tapeats sandstone, which formed much later during the early Cambrian period. But what happened in between? Why don't we have any rocks to show what took place during those missing 1.2 billion years? This intriguing question puzzles scientists and adds to the mystery of our planet's history. As we end our exploration of the chilling discovery in the canyon, let's reflect on the secrets revealed by drone technology. This hidden site reminds us that there is much more to learn about our world and its mysteries. Every find adds to the story of our planet and the people who came before us. Join us next time as we uncover more astonishing truths that might change how we see history.